I work on a body farm. The past 2 months have been a living nightmare. For those of you who may not know what a body farm is, it's basically a controlled outdoor research site where donated human bodies are left to decompose under various conditions. It's vital for criminal, forensic research and training, as well as documenting and researching the decomposition process. At the time I was in graduate school, studying forensic entomology, which is a fancy way of saying I study the effect of bugs on a human body post-mortem. Given the career path I had chosen, it is safe to say that I am not a squeamish individual, and up until this point I had never experienced anything I would deem paranormal or supernatural in nature. Little did I know that was all about to change. I would describe my first month on the job as very ordinary. Well, as ordinary as working on a body farm can be. The smell took some serious getting used to, but I found myself settling in pretty well with the new gig. I was the photographer, taking pictures of the bodies in various stages of decomposition for comparison. I would take photos of the progress of anywhere from a couple to maybe a dozen corpses at a time in various stages of decay. My photography went without incident for a little over a month. We had just wrapped up a project and had gotten a couple of new bodies on the farm. I went out to photograph their day one photos. When I arrived, one of the bodies caught me a bit off guard. It was a young man, the youngest body I had seen on the body farm. I would have guessed he was somewhere between 23 and 28 years old. He had been really well preserved. I could still make out his pale blue eyes glinting in the sun. He had black shaggy hair down to his shoulders and was pretty good looking. He seemed too alive to be dead. Growing up, I'd never known anyone my own age to die this early in life. I felt sad for him. After a moment I regained my professionalism and set up the tripod. The wind was quite fierce and I struggled to keep the tripod's legs firmly planted on the ground. As I wrestled with my equipment, I heard some rustling nearby. I stopped for a second and listened intently. The noise stopped. I looked around for a second but didn't see anything. This area has its fair share of rodents, so I didn't think much of it. I managed to set up my tripod on the third attempt and attached my camera. I took a peek through the viewfinder to check the lighting. As I peered into the viewfinder, I noticed something was obscuring the view. Without leaving the viewfinder, I made some adjustments to get rid of the fuzziness. A loud shriek escaped my lips when the picture finally came into focus. I saw a pale blue eye staring directly through the lens back at me.